Good morning from Walton on the Naze, on the sunny coast of North Essex. There's a Naze Tower and the Naze Visitor Centre, and the sun's shining. And this morning I've got quite a lot of kit in this bag. I'm going for a walk, sort of heading north of here, over to Stone Point, to do some operating on HF and some experimenting with aerials. Anyway, which is why I've got this pole, which is longer than the poles that I normally use. This is 7 meters long. Anyway, so I need to lug that and this bag all the way down there. It's about 1.5 miles walk to where I intend to operate from. I've got in here a table and a chair, because I fancy operating a bit of luxury. Anyway, right, here we go. Let's go. Okay, it's time to pause because there's a couple of people coming down here on the sea wall, and I don't want them to see that I've committed the ultimate fashion crime of tucking my trousers into my socks because the grass is wet. So I'm going to surreptitiously untuck them and hope that they didn't notice. In case they call the fashion police. Okay, I think I'll go over. So I'm going to be operating just up there. There's a few people walking along the beach, so I'm just going to keep walking sort of quite away from here. Maybe go all the way to the Stone Point, which is at the very end, but we go a little way along. It's quite a cold wind today. So there's Port of Felixstowe in the background. Okay, so I've reached the spot where I'm going to operate from, just down here, and the first thing I'm going to do is put this little table up, and then I can put my stuff on it while I'm getting myself sorted. There's a couple of twitchers here, one over there and one there, mooching around, but other than that I've got the place to myself. Okay, so I've put the pole up, which is a 7 metre Spirit of Air fiberglass pole from Moonraker, and at the centre I've got this feed point, which is actually 3D printed by the brother of my friend Graham, N0 NAC, and it's not designed or made to go on this pole, so the centre hole, the circle there, is actually too big. So I've got a couple of cable ties here that I'm just going to put underneath it so it sits in the right place. And the idea of this is, over the sort of shorter 6 metre poles that I normally use, is that I can actually have the radials, or the 3 counterpoises, going out to attaching to the guys, but at more of a 45-degree angle, which is supposedly better for a 50 ohm match. I've got these bags here, which I got from a camping shop for £1 each. Camperite in Marks Tay, not too far from where I live. And the radial wires, the elevated radials, are around about up to just below my neck. Normally, with a shorter pole, they would be a lot lower. Obviously, the feed point is that much higher. I mean, they're nowhere near 45 degrees. You would need quite a long pole for that. So there's the other one. And I've made some changes. Actually, these cable ties aren't actually doing anything. So it's sitting a little bit wonky on there, but it's just sort of held in place by the radiating element, which is taped to the pole. So I need to make like a little PVC pipe collar just to sort of sit that on snug in the right place so it's not wonky. And I used to use here a buddy pole choke ballast at the feed point, but I decided that I wanted to do away with connectors as much as I could. So it's just got banana plugs going into there, and then there's actually 25 ferrite rings on there. And this cable is Messi and Poloni Airborne 5, so it's 5mm outside diameter, so the ferrites clip over ideally. I'll put the link actually for that, where I got the ferrites from, a company called Qubits here in the UK, and I'll put the link in the description. And on the end here, courtesy of my friend Richard, G0NAD, I've got a BNC plug. My soldering, much to my shame, is not great. I can do PL259s, and I soldered the banana plugs onto the other end there, but other than that, I'm at my limit. And there's my little table all set up. So I'm going to get the radio out now, and I'll put the analyzer on it first and see what it's doing, and then I'll get the radio out. Tide's turning now. It's probably about 10 to 11 now. High tide was about 10:30. And I've got the place to myself now, which is nice. Okay, so I've put the analyzer on, and I'm getting an SWR of about 1 to 1.7, which is good. That's good enough. I've got the Zygu X6100 with me, which has got a built-in ATU, so we'll just run it through the ATU. But I don't want to make any adjustments to it because every time I put it up, I've said this so many times, but every time I put an aerial up, it's kind of a different location, different conditions. You know, the ground layout's different, the ground characteristics are different, so that's good enough for me. Right, let's get the radio hooked up and see what I can do. And then I've got to put my chair together as well, which I'll do in a sec. Okay, here we go. I've set the chair up. That packs down into this little thing here. I can't remember how much it weighs. Amazon jobby, and I've got a couple of four casters on the legs, because obviously I'm in sand and that'll just sink straight in. So let's have a quick look, see if it works.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon. It's 5 by 7, 57 in Romania, over.
Yeah, thanks very much. You're 5959, Roger. I just worked a station there in Romania, so I'm just on 5 watts, just with the internal battery. And the chair doesn't really work. It's I've got these casters, but the sand is really soft, so I just sort of sinking, and it did sort of stop sinking, but I was more concerned about looking like a lunatic than I was about actually sitting down and being comfortable. So I actually just got off the chair and started kneeling, because I was just sort of gradually sinking. So I need to rethink that. I need to bring 2 planks of wood with me, I think. Actually, what I could have done is just up there is actually a wooden bench. I should have sat there really, but anyway, I didn't want to monopolise the bench. Okay, see what else is about.
This is November Yankee 2, Papa Oscar. My name is Pat. Again, my name is Pat, and I am in New York. Your signal report, I got you about 5 and 2, 5 and 3, QSB, QRN. Again, my name is Pat. I am in New York.
And just running 10 watts only, Pat. 10 watts, Roger.
Okay, Kevin. 2E0 Whiskey Mike Golf Show Portable, November Yankee 2, Papa Oscar. Yep, very good there, Kevin. We worked once before, so good to see you again. I got you on the last over anywhere from 5 and 3 to 5 and 5, 5 and 3 to 5 and 5. So doing a great job with your 10 watts, no problem at all. Here, my power is 1 kilowatt of power. My antenna is a 3-element 5-band cubical quad over the ground at 22 meters, and the radio here is a Yaesu FTDX 5000.
Well, there you go. The States on 10 watts. And he's in New York State, Pat. I decided to plug the, the battery in, because I heard him sort of call him. And I thought if I plug the battery in, that would give me an extra 5 watts. So maybe I'd have made it on 5, maybe I wouldn't. But yeah, I thought I'd bring the big guns out. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to pack up now. Oh, man, legs are seized up, tide's gone out a bit. Seemed like a lot of effort to go to just to make 2 contacts. But, well, there you go. I wanted to sort of see how it looked on the longer pole, and just iron out a few problems, as it were, if there were any, and try the table out on the chair. So lesson learned with a chair there. Yeah, it's not going to work on sand like this, not just sat on the not even on the casters. Just have a quick look around, make sure I haven't left anything other than footprints. I'm actually take that bit of rubbish with me. This is not mine.